Hello, and welcome to the live session. I hope you can hear me. I hope you can see me. Welcome to the live session. And this live session is especially for all our subscribers on YouTube. This is for your December exam. So hope you can hear me. Hope you can see me. Just let me know in the chat that everything is working. We'll get into it. Make sure that you are staying throughout this live session. In this live session, we'll not only give you tips on how you prepare for the exams in December, but we also have some free resources. So if you stick around till the end, I'll tell you how you can get hold of these free resources which we have for you. These are tips and guidelines which can help you to do well in your December exam. So make sure that you stick around till the end. Yeah, so I can see some messages saying hello. So that means you can see and you can hear me. Very good. So we have some people here. So we are talking about the December exams, and let me tell you that how can you do well for December exam? Please remember one thing, that if you are writing December exam, you still have around 70 days time. And my guess is that if you're watching this, you're not somebody who has started today, or you're not studied 0%. Worst case scenario, you might have studied 10% or 20%, worst case scenario. And in best case scenario, you might have finished 50%, or you might have written one attempt last time and you did not clear. This could be your situation. It depends on your background. So if you are ready, just let me see a chat. Just type ready in the chat so that I know you can see and hear me. Yes. Hello. Can you hear me and see me? You can read in the chat. Just let me know. Ready? Okay. Good. Excellent. Wonderful. Great. Okay. So this is mainly about your... Okay. No, I'm talking, are you ready for this session? Not for the exam. Exam, you may be 10%, 20%, whatever. So by end of this live session, you'll get a complete picture on how you can prepare and what are some basic things you have to do. See, in one live session, we can't cover everything, but we will also be giving you one free resource, a free resource which is relating to preparation for exam. So I'll tell you about it. So basically, I'm going to share with you 5 steps. We'll be sharing 5 steps, and these are the basic steps which will help you to clear your exams. So now that you're ready, let us get into it. 1 second. Okay. So hope you can see this. So this is about how you can crack your CS exams in December 2022. It is possible. I know you're not somebody who are starting today. It is possible. So the first thing I want to tell is about mindset, scarcity versus abundance. So what is this? See, very often what happens is students always feel that we don't have time. We don't have time. How do we do it? So this is the kind of fear which they always have, and they get very worked up. Please remember one thing very clearly. If you feel that time is not enough, that is not true at all. It is all about your mindset. If you study properly, whatever you have 70 days with the right study techniques, which I'll be sharing some in this today's live session, you can improve your efficiency. That is, 70 days can become 200 days. Means the number of days won't increase, but you're trying to get, your productivity will increase. So if you have studied something for one whole day, you remember only 30%, there is no use. But by using all these study techniques, you can remember, let's say 80%. So that way, almost you're tripling your efforts. So in 70 days, with the right techniques, you can study up to 200 days worth of content. So 70 days which you have for exam, that is a little over 2 months, is actually more than sufficient if if you adopt the right study techniques and if you go it the right way, you can do well. So it's all about the mindset. So please don't have a negative mindset. Please don't think I don't have time. So the problem is you're always blaming time or outsiders or ICSI or somebody else. Please look within. You have enough time if you studied in the right techniques. Okay, thank you for Ekcel Academy. Thank you too. Thank you for your support. It is because of support from all students that we are able to do well. Thank you very much. So the first thing is mindset. So please type in the chat or in the comments if you are watching this later. Please type, I am confident. Simple. You just have to type, I am confident. You'll say, sir, I'm not confident. How will I type, I am confident? Just by starting to type, I am confident, you'll actually have the right mindset. Just by typing that, you will not become confident. I'll tell you how you can, but that is the first step. First thing you need to do that. If we write CSET in Jan, we should apply for July, December exam of executive. So June exam, you can apply. Shri Hari, you can apply in June. Very good. So I'll also be answering your questions. So please don't worry. I'll be answering your questions. I will come to your questions. Yes. So I am confident. If you type, I know just by typing that you're not going to become confident, but that is the first step. It is all about the mindset. I'm telling you, it is all about the mindset. When it comes to last 2 to 3 months for exam, it is how well you are prepared for it. Okay, great. So now that everybody is confident, let us get into some more details for your understanding. Okay, 1 second. All right. Okay, so it is scarcity versus abundance. So please think you have abundance of time. Don't think it is less. Okay. So now we'll talk about time. So talking about scarcity versus abundance, we'll talk about time because end of the day, it is about how much time you have. So from today, if you have the right dedication, consistency, self-belief, and the never give up attitude. So what you'll say, sir, we know all this. Why are you telling all this again? Why did we come live for this? You may be feeling. Please remember one thing very, very clearly. Even if you just have 70 days, if you are dedicated from today, if you do everything, 70 days, you can study up to what you studied 200 days. 200 days is almost 7 months. You may have 2 months in terms of number of days, but if you study efficiently, you can do it. So with the right dedication, right consistency, you should not miss even a single day. I know you have festivals coming up. So many things is there in October, November, and all of that. But you need to give CS your first priority because CS is something which can give you a very stable career for the next 30, 40 years or till whenever you work, basically. So that stability, if you want, you have to make a few sacrifices now. And it is just a matter of around 70, 75 days if you are watching this now, as soon as this video is uploaded. So you do have around 70 days for exam. It is not as less as you think. So please don't think I don't have that, I don't have this. That is what I said, scarcity versus abundance. So in that time, so the next question is, okay, sir, we understand all this. How do we manage our time? How do we manage our time? And how do we have self-belief? How do we never give up? So how do we have this never give up attitude? So you have to just do this one commitment, that is, I will do what is in my control 100%. So what is in your control, you have to do 100% from today. Please don't worry about the results. So before we even go ahead, I want you to type again. I want you to type again in the chat. I will give 100%. I want you to type this. I will give 100%. Okay. I will give 100%. Okay. This is what you should type. This is what you should do. Very often what happens is students are always thinking about the results. Students are thinking about what if I fail? What if I get a difficult paper? What if that happens? What if this happens? These are lot of time waste activities which you are not going to pass the exam by these thoughts. If you feel you're going to get some use by these kind of thoughts, please continue. If you feel you're going to get that. But if your answer is no, please give 100%, because even if you give 100% from today, that is in your control. Result is not in your control. Question paper is not in your control. Correction is not in your control. But if you do what is in your control, you'll actually pass the exam. The problem is students are thinking more about what is not in their control. You only tell me. You're thinking about exam pattern. You're thinking about correction. You're thinking about pass percentage. You're thinking about results. Will I pass? Will I fail? What if I fail? These are the kind of thoughts you're going to get, right? So the problem with this is you're wasting time. For every minute you're thinking about that, it is 1 minute lesser for your studies. You have 70 days, right? You have to use every minute for the studies. Even if you spend half an hour, 1 hour for these kind of thoughts, you're not going to get results. Every minute we need to use it for our preparation for the exams. So this is something which you have to do. Many students miss on this. They don't do what is in their control. They're only looking for outside things. So what you do today is the results for your future. So your success is in your daily schedule. So your daily schedule is so important. Your success lies in what you do every day. You just have to stick to the basics and do it every day. So what are the steps you need to take for December? So what are the steps you need to take? I'm going to give you 5 steps, and these 5 steps is really going to give you the results. So first step, what is the first step? In the steps, the first step is about time management. In time management, since you have around 70 days time, we have something called as a countdown calendar. So please remember, there are some steps you need to take for December. Please note it down. This is going to really give the result for you. Step number 1 is time management for the 70 days. In that, first one is called as a countdown calendar. Okay. Now, if you're already a student of Ekcel Academy, you will know all of this. These are the things we do in the mentorship program. So you don't have to waste time on this live session. This is mainly for our YouTube subscribers who have not yet joined Ekcel Academy. If you're already a student of Ekcel Academy, then you will know all of these things. But it is for anybody new who has not joined the program. For them, this will be useful in this live session. So please understand one thing. Only when you know what is the target in front of you, you are going to be serious about it. Otherwise, you feel exam is in December and December is very far away. So every day, the countdown calendar is something which you need to do. So there are some questions, I will come to it. I'm not able to concentrate on subject. I will come to all your questions. Please don't worry. This live session is for live interaction and questions. But first, I want you to just cover these 5 steps. I'm going to give you 5 steps. First, I give you some introduction, correct? How you should have your mindset. Please have a abundance mindset, not a scarcity mindset. So all these things I told you, but in the 5 steps, first step is time management. In time management, there are 2-3 points. The first one is countdown calendar. That means take a calendar, a physical calendar, right? You may have at your house a calendar, which is physical printed calendar. Next to the date, you write number of days for the exam. Okay, you need to write number of days for the exam. That means 70, 69, 68, 67, 66, 65. So every day morning, when you get up and see the calendar, you know that exam is 1 day closer. So when you know your target, the number of days, you will be more serious. It may be a very small thing, but it makes a difference. It definitely makes a difference. And do stick around till the end. I have some very interesting one free document which we'll be sharing with you. I'll tell you about that. It is about how much you should study for each subject. I'll tell you about that a little later. So coming back to this, I was talking to you about the countdown calendar. In your time management, right after this session, you can go and you can enter. So when you have 1 month for exam, it is not 1 month. When you see the calendar, it will show 30 days. When you have 2 weeks for exam, it will show 14 days. So every day when you get up, you will be more serious by this countdown calendar. It's a very, very simple tactic, but it has worked wonders for a lot of students. Okay, now that we know about countdown calendar, I hope that was helpful. Let us get into the next one. Okay. Next is, this is only countdown calendar. How many days to go for the exam? You can write it down in the calendar. Okay. I just repeat. This is the first thing, countdown calendar. Next is something we call as time boxing. Okay. Time boxing. And the third one is making your timetable. So in the first step, actually you have three different strategies. First step, three different strategies. Countdown calendar, simple thing. That is basically writing how many days for exam. Every day it is a countdown. As the name goes, the count is going down from 70 to 0, right? So that gives you seriousness. Next is time boxing. So what is this time boxing? For tomorrow, whatever you're going to do, from the time you get up till the time you sleep, you have to plan it today itself. Otherwise, you will waste time. So time boxing is a technique which even big businessmen or big entrepreneurs like Elon Musk uses it. Elon Musk is definitely very efficient. He runs 3-4 companies, plus he has to do research, and he also has to give his media briefings and all of that. So how does he do so much? How can Mukesh Ambani do so much? Or how can any other businessman or politician or sports person, how can they do so much? Because they're very disciplined and they do time boxing. So what is this time boxing and how should you adopt it? Very, very simple. You, before you go to sleep, in fact, you can do it today. You can do it right today before you go to sleep. It is very, very simple. As I just showed you on the screen, I'll show it again. From the time you get up till the time you sleep, you write down, you box the time, you write what you're going to do. Please write what you're going to do and stick to it, including Instagram, including watching reels, including social media time or WhatsApp chat. You box everything. When you box everything, you will be surprised. You'll be surprised. Even I do it relating to work. You actually end up doing more. And there are some days where everything, we are not a machine. 1 or 2 days I miss out on doing time boxing. Actually, my productivity goes down. Evening or night, when I see what all I did today, it would have been very less. But the day I do time boxing, no, I'm able to do almost like, I think 4 to 5 times more than what I normally do. Because for example, let us say you get up at 7 o'clock or 5 o'clock, depending each person. Some people may get up at 10 o'clock. If you sleep very late, you can get up at 10 o'clock, no problem. So from the time you get up, okay, till the time you sleep, box your time, including the time for your social media or WhatsApp or whatever. When you box it, you'll actually, even if you don't follow it 100%, you'll follow it 70-80% and your efficiency improves. This is how your 70-75 days for exam can become more. And one small tip, which is not relating to time but in general, please keep your mobile phone outside the room in which you're going to study. Yes, you should keep it outside. That is very, very necessary. So when I told this, one student of Ekcel Academy said, "Sir, I watch Ekcel Academy classes on mobile. How shall I keep it outside?" So if you're watching classes in mobile, you please keep your mobile. But what I'm trying to say is, if you're only with your book and your paper and pen, mobile will distract. So keep it outside the room. That is what I mean. And please keep a watch on your screen time. Don't just get distracted. So if you do time boxing, you can actually get results. So this is something which you'll definitely get results. You should try. Please do it today. I'm telling you, within tomorrow, within 1 day, you'll study at least double, if not more, at least double, because you would have planned the time and you have done it. Okay. Now we'll come to the third step. Third step within step number 1. There are 3 points in step number 1. Totally, there are 5 steps which I'm going to share with you. And in the end, I'll also give you one document which I told you, right? All right. So let us just go here. Yeah. So this is the time boxing. So if you see here, this image, left hand is the time and what that person is going to do. This is a general time boxing. Same way you can do for your studies. Next, make your own timetable for 1 week. So what is this timetable for 1 week? So please look at your screen. You're watching on mobile or laptop or tab, wherever you're watching this. Please look at your screen. You can take a screenshot for your reference. Study timetable. Countdown for exam. So countdown for exam, 70 days, 69 days, 68 days. So you have the date. October 11, 12, 13, like that, you make it for 1 week. So first you make it for 1 week. Then in this third column, you should write, what do I want to study today? Okay. So you fill this column, what do you want to study? Then in the last column, how much did I complete today? So the last column is what you need to look at every night. Okay. Last column is something you need to look at every night. So fill the first three columns. Every day before you go to sleep, you please fill the last column. So what you wanted to study and how much did you complete today? So now I told, make your timetable for 1 week. I told this kind of timetable, you make it for only 1 week. So why should you make it only for 1 week? Any guesses why we should make it only for 1 week? Any idea why I'm telling you to make it only for 1 week? So Dinesh says, please provide trial classes. Yes, we will provide trial classes. I'll also announce about that in the end. It's a good point Dinesh has told. Okay. All right. So why you should make it just for 1 week is very, very simple, because you need to know what is realistic. Otherwise, in 1 week, you'll write in 1 day, I'm going to study 5 chapters in this subject, 2 chapters in this subject. I'll write mock. You will not make it realistic. Okay. No, 1 week is first you make it for 1 week. Then it becomes a practice for you. And more importantly, you'll make it realistic. Otherwise, I'll tell you what will happen really. I have had students who will tell, sir, I made timetable, but I was not able to complete even half or even 30% of timetable. And I lost the motivation, and timetable does not work for me. Okay. That is why you should not make a timetable for 2 months. Just make it for 1 week. After 1 week, you please look at it, like just relook at it. You will realize whether you put more. See, usually when we write, we'll write more than what we can do. So you'll write, I'll finish 2 chapters here, 3 chapters here. That's not possible. So after 1 week, you will know what is realistic, how much you can do. So whatever is realistic, 10 or 20% more than that, you plan, right? Even if you follow 80% of what is there in your timetable, you can complete syllabus with revision. These are the things our Ekcel Academy students have done. You might have watched success stories, right? You might have watched success stories. We have done more than 50, 60 episodes. Success stories is basically the experience of students of Ekcel Academy who passed the exam. So we want everyone to benefit. So we interview them and they tell all the different tips. You can watch the playlist. In that success story also, if you observe, many students, what do they tell? They will always tell that we could not follow timetable 100%, but because we made timetable, because we did time boxing, right? And because we had a countdown calendar, we could finish 70%, 80%, 85%. That is also enough. That is good enough for you to read, for you to revise, and most importantly, for you to complete the syllabus and go to the exam with confidence. See, our whole objective is only one thing. You should go to the exam with confidence. You should write with confidence. Then result is not in your hand. Result is not in your hand. It is however you have done well, you will get the result. But please don't worry about it. Okay. So this is the next thing. So I hope, so totally how many steps we are going to discuss today? 5 steps. In that, we have finished the first step. So first step has actually 3 points, because I don't want to make it 3 steps and we tell 8, 10 steps. It is basically 1 step because it is about time management. In time management, what are the 3 things which I told you? What are the 3 things which I told you? First is countdown calendar. Second one is time boxing. And the third one is making a study timetable. So let me show you the study timetable again. This is very, very effective. All our students of Ekcel Academy who have passed have used this study timetable. It is something which I used myself when I was a student. You can have a look at this. You can see here, very, very simple study timetable. Countdown for exam. So every day morning you see this countdown and you feel like, oh, exam is so close, and you get very serious. Otherwise, you'll be very lazy and lethargic. Then the date. Then you'll have a look at the date. So date will go on till the day of exam. Next is, what do I want to study today? How much did I complete today? So in the night, you have to fill this. So the fourth column is filled up only in the night. Okay. Because end of the day, you will know. And when you don't fill this up, no, you will feel guilty. And when you feel guilty, you'll study at least 1 hour before you sleep, and you'll be able to cover more portions. So I repeat, the secret is in doing this. Okay. I'm telling you, the secret is in doing this. Let us move to step number 2. What are the books to study? Step number 2 is, what are the books to study? So very, very quickly. So we have step number 1, time management, that is countdown calendar, time boxing, then study timetable. Then we come to the step number 2 is, which book should I study? So let us discuss this in detail. But before that, I want to just tell you, whatever we are sharing here, it is of no use if you don't implement it. You have to implement it. See, this is very easy to watch the video and get motivated, get inspired. Oh, sir told this, let me do it. But the problem is, you don't do it. You don't actually implement it. This is the problem. So far, if you're liking this video, please give a like. Please give a like to this video. If you're finding at least one point which is useful, which I'm trying to share with you, at least one point, if it's useful so far, please give a thumbs up to the video so that we also get some encouragement from you. Yeah, talking about the secret of success, it is trying to take action. See, all the points I'm telling, it's really of no use if you don't implement it. Today, before you sleep, please make a countdown calendar. It will take you only 10 minutes to make it. Please make a study timetable for 1 week. It will take maximum another 15 or 20 minutes. Correct? Do the time boxing for tomorrow. For 1 day, only for tomorrow. Only for 1 day you make a time boxing, it will take 5 minutes. So everything together will take maximum 30 minutes. So after this video, please spend 30 minutes immediately. Don't just get inspired and don't take action. You know very well, everybody says that motivation is 1% and effort or perspiration is 99%. So we are giving you that 1% motivation, tips, tricks, strategy. We are giving that help. But 99% is definitely back to your efforts. So please take that action. And the simplest way is that starting problem. Everybody has starting problem, right? So after this video, take this 30 minutes, do these 3 things. Coming to second point, the books. Please stick around till the 5th point. The 5th point is, we're going to give you a few resources, which is going to save your time. This is based on our research. Okay. This is the 5th step. You need to definitely wait for it. Okay. Next thing is, which book should I study? See, it may not be very popular, but we always tell ICSI book is the best. There is only one simple reason for that. Who gives the question paper for you? Who sets the question paper? ICSI. So please study the book which they are giving you. I'm not saying don't study other books. At Ekcel Academy, we tell our students also, whoever has joined our coaching, we tell them that, yes, we have given you Ekcel Academy notes, but that notes is always supportive to your textbook. Notes is to make your life easy, to make it in an easy presentation, to make you understand in an easy manner. That is why we give notes, right? But you have to stick to the study material. Study material is your main document. Along with that, Ekcel Academy notes or any academy notes or any private textbooks, whatever you're comfortable, you please go ahead, right? But primary document is always the book of ICSI. Then additional to that, you need to refer for company law, for SBC at least, the BEAR Act, Companies Act, BEAR Act. This is the second important book. First is ICSI study material, second is BEAR Act. Third one you can call notes or private textbook, anything. That is the third one. Then most importantly, please take Chartered Secretary magazine. Please take Chartered Secretary magazine. and just study any one or two magazines, just read the articles, just one or two articles, not everything. And those articles, when you quote in the exam, you get very, very high marks. Nobody does this. And this Chartered Secretary magazine is free online. If you go to ICSI website, it is free. Anybody can download. So just you don't have to write everything. Just take 2-3 magazines and read 2-3 articles, not too much. So this is very, very effective for you. This is more than enough. Over and above this, of course, you have guideline answer, you have scanner, but scanner or guideline answer is only for the question. That means to understand what is the kind of question. The problem is students will study answers in scanner and they'll go for exam. That is not good because you will not have in-depth knowledge. Please remember, company secretary is a person who needs a lot of in-depth knowledge, and you need knowledge in different fields to solve a problem. For example, I'll tell you, it happened today. Yeah, today it happened. One of our client wants to open one company in India. He's not in India right now. He's abroad. He's in Germany, and he's opening a company in India. Indian person only, NRI. He wants to open it. So we had to advise him what is the best structure to open in India. Okay. So of course, being a company secretary, I told him all the company law angle, FEMA angle, everything. But I also told him we need to also see taxation angle, which I am not an expert. I have studied tax, I have passed tax, but I'm not an expert in the day-to-day application of tax, right? So that is why I told we need to check whether whatever solution we have given you with a tax expert, anybody who is a tax expert. So what I'm trying to tell you is, when you're working as a company secretary in a company, or practicing like I'm in practice, like these kind of scenarios, what happens is you need to make sure that you're thinking from all angles. Your answer has to be in depth, correct? So even in exam, it is the same thing. Exam is nothing but it is a preparation for you to work tomorrow, right? So you will be able to give the best answer only when you have in-depth knowledge, only when you go deep. And you can go deep only when you study ICSI material along with any notes. I'm not saying only material, along with that some notes. But if you study only scanner, you will not understand anything. You can never go in depth. You cannot answer questions in exam because exam questions will be testing your knowledge and your concepts and your application of your mind. If you are just studying scanner, you'll really suffer and it's time waste. Please don't do that. So these are the books. So scanner and guidance answer is for what? Please let me know in the chat. What is it for? To check the type of questions which are going to be asked and from which chapter they're concentrating more in the previous papers to get an idea. So it is only to make you comfortable psychologically. It is not to study answers. If you study scanner answers, better be ready for very low marks. I can tell you that much. Only scanner is never going to work. It has never worked for anyone in the past. Okay. So I hope you are understanding. Now let us go to the next step. I hope you are understanding. If yes, please let me know yes or no in the chat. Okay. So we studied timetable, then books to study, then we'll come to step number 3. So what is the step number 3? You will be surprised. Step number 3 is actually to take care of your mind and body. A lot of times people just don't give any time for this. This is very important. In fact, we have a meditation on Ekcel Academy channel. You can take a look at it. We also have a simple yoga you can do. Please remember, you can cheat anybody except yourself. So please be honest to yourself. Very often, students completely ignore mind and body. It's a small point. I don't want to spend too much time here, but you have to do some physical activity. It could be as simple as a walk or anything, yoga, gym, sports. 30 minutes every day, you have to do it. It will actually improve your efficiency. You can remember more, you can concentrate more. It is just magic. So please do it. I don't want to spend too much time on that, but please don't ignore it. Okay. And definitely don't cheat yourself, because you can cheat anybody except yourself. Please don't do that. So step number 4, self-study versus coaching. It's not too late to take coaching if you want to, not only about Ekcel Academy, anything which you like. So let me just briefly tell you about that. Some of you may be feeling, oh, there is only 2 months for exam. What should I do? Definitely, when there is only 2 months, better to take help. Whether it is Ekcel Academy or anything else, whatever you want, if it is somewhere you're not confident, you've studied only 30%, 20%, or you're starting now, it is not late to take coaching. Self-study is not bad, but the problem is when somebody is ready to help, why don't you take that help and do well for the exam? So this is what I feel you can definitely take. It is not about us, anything which you're comfortable, but please do take help and save your time, because you're going to have a long career ahead. Please don't look at this as a big thing. Right. Step number 5. This is what I wanted to tell you. Hourly division of every chapter. So we are going to give this free document. What you can do is, please WhatsApp these numbers. You can take a screenshot. You may be already knowing our number, but if you don't know, please WhatsApp these numbers. I'll tell you what it is. You will get it by one day. You're not going to get immediately. This is manual. We don't have some automatic system to do this. So if you message this number, we'll be sending it to you tomorrow. All right. We'll send one document to you. And what is this document? Hourly division of every chapter. So take the number. I'll tell you what it is. Step number 5. Okay. So here, one common question for student is, sir, the syllabus is very vast. How much should I study? So what we have done is, we have actually made a document. You might have already got it. I'm not sure if you already got it, good. But if you don't, please do messages on this number and we'll send it to you. So basically what we have done is, for CS executive, all the subjects, we have seen the old question paper. Okay. Then we have seen what kind of questions they're asking, what is the depth of each chapter. And we have made a very comprehensive document where each chapter, how many hours you have to study, because sometimes students study more or study less. Especially when your exam is 100 days or 70 days or 2 months, this time this document is useful. Ideally, you should study more than what we have told in that particular document, but this is the minimum. If you study that much, you'll be able to cover the syllabus, and you do have time. In 70 days which you have, if you use this document and if you study in Pomodoro Technique is what? Study for 25 minutes, take a 5 minutes break. Study for 25 minutes, take a 5 minutes break. So this is Pomodoro Technique. So if you study in Pomodoro Technique, if you follow this chart which we have given you, where for every subject, we have given the name of the chapter and how many hours is minimum you have to study to understand that chapter very well. That is minimum. You can study more, very good, but that is minimum. That is ideal. This is based on our experience of 11 years. We have made this document. This document is completely free. You just have to WhatsApp us and we'll send it to you. We have already given it once a few weeks ago, but you might have missed it. So you can get this document. So please let me know if you have any doubts about it. Okay, so now I'll take your questions. I'm sorry I spoke a little too much, but I wanted to just share all these 5 important steps. This is the bare minimum. So whether it's the time management, whether it is the books to study, whether it is something as simple as taking care of your mind and body, right? And whether you should take self-study or coaching route. I also gave you my opinion there, right? It is better for you to save time. Whatever saves your time, please do that. And finally, how many hours you should study for every single chapter. That is one document we have done. You can WhatsApp us. I'll also leave the WhatsApp number here. You can take it. And we'll give it to you. Now I'm open for any questions. Sir, I have not completed any of my subject and I'm giving module 1 only. If I start from today, then can I pass the exam? So Aditi, passing or failing, nobody can tell. See, we are not here to predict, but definitely, can you go to the exam with confidence? That is your question. Your question should not be about passing or failing, because passing or failing is not in anybody's hand. If you give your 100%, can you go to the exam with confidence? That is important. Do we have revision lectures and marathon lectures, sir? Yeah, I'll just come to you how we can help you. Yeah, sir, which book can be referred for problems, FSM, CMA? Please help. So for FSM and CMA, the thing is, for our students who have taken the coaching, we have some material. But if you want to just get only the problems, some students actually refer even CA material. So CA material also can be referred. So you'll get different kinds of questions for that. Okay. So somebody is previously comment. Okay. Give the trial classes. Okay. One question. Can we join Excel Academy now for December? Okay. Okay, fine. So just let me tell you, see, broadly, this is what we have given you. And for people who want to join, see, broadly, there are two ways we can help you. One is obviously the free resources. We can help you with that. Second one is joining the classes. So let me just quickly tell that, then we'll come back to your questions, whatever you have. What are the free resources we can share? And for few people, it is completely optional. If you want to join the classes, you can do that. So how can we help you? So for free resources, you will get solved papers, free courses on our Excel app, and exam tips which we are going to do. So please keep watching our channel. If you have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe. I don't even have to tell that, but please do subscribe and hit that bell notification to never miss a video. In the next few weeks and months to come, we have taken students of Ekcel Academy who have scored 60 plus, 70 plus. We have taken their papers, we have analyzed it. So that will give you an idea how you should write answers in the exam. Okay. So these papers give you idea of how to write answer in exam. So we are making videos on our Ekcel Academy YouTube channel where we see the question paper, we show you the answer written by student of Excel, how they got 65, 75, 78. You'll get, that is one thing we'll give you free on YouTube. Second is you can go to Ekcel Academy Android app. You can go to Ekcel Academy website, and we have some free courses like basics of accounting, crash courses we have, which is all free. You don't have to pay even ₹1. Not every subject, in few subjects we have crash courses. So that is free. So you can go to our website, sign up for free and watch these classes. This is the thing. And apart from that, there'll be many videos which we'll be doing till December exam on how do you write answers, what is your strategy for study, what you should do just before exam, how to present answers. Many videos we have planned for the December students, and these things will be free on YouTube. Suppose if you're already joined Excel, you would have already have got it, and there is more personal mentorship. But even for YouTube students, we'll be giving this. This is the free resources, okay? But if you want to join our classes, this is completely optional, and we do have a package for 75 days. If you're interested, you can join that. So let me just very quickly tell you what it is. So the free resources you can take, definitely these are the things you can expect on YouTube. But if you are looking for a 75 days coaching program with personal mentorship, this is something which I would highly recommend for you people. You can, again, for admission related, you can get in touch with us. Here you get recorded classes, then you get live classes, personal mentorship. That means we call each student and we make sure that they study. We are making sure they're accountable to us. Along with that, every single day we give you a quiz. Every single day you get a quiz to practice. Weekly you get a test. Then final mock exam is there. Then we have the student success team. We have doubt clearing live sessions. Telegram group is there. And most importantly, the final thing, confidence to face the exam. So if you are looking for this, it is optional. You can get to these numbers. We'll help you. But more importantly, if you want to pass the exam, it is not that you have to only join Excel and you're going to pass. Of course, If you join like all our success story students, you can pass. But even if you follow all the things I told in this video, those 5 steps, if you follow it diligently, it is more than sufficient. Then watch all our other videos on Ekcel Academy YouTube. Watch our free courses on our Android app or our website. And if at all you feel, no, this is not enough, I want to be 100% sure, you have an option to join the 75 days program. We have a 75 days one-time offer, right? Because generally we take coaching students for 6 months, 1 year, and we train them and we ensure that they do very well in exams. But since some of you have asked, that is why we wanted to announce you can come and join for the 75 days program. It is optional for you, but if you join, we can help you for sure. Okay. So I'm a working professional. I'm doing CS executive for last 5 years, but not unable to clear any guidance from your end. So see, if you're doing it from 5 years, that means there is something which you're not doing in a new way. You're doing the same mistakes again and again. So there is no use doing it for multiple times. So what I would suggest is please look at what is the main problem you're having. What you can do is we also have something called as free one-to-one counseling. Okay, means we talk to you one-to-one. So you can also book a free one-to-one counseling. You don't have to pay even 1 rupee. We can guide you why you are failing from 5 years. And in the counseling, you can request them that you want the specific help about the exam, then we can do it. So there also you can book it by this number. You can just tell on WhatsApp that I want to book free one-to-one counseling. We can help you. Thaya Nandan. Okay. When attending live class, I can understand easily, but while studying, I can't even see the meaning by the very confusing the total topic. So that means you have to watch it multiple times. There is no other way. You have to go back to basics, watch it multiple times, take your time, see the book, then go back to classes. That is what you can do. Vignesh, what are you trying to say? Will I be able to pass? See, pass or fail, no one can tell. I'm not an astrologer to tell whether you pass or fail. See, the main thing is as a student, going to exam with confidence should be your focus. If you go to exam with confidence, you will pass. I mean, there's no doubt about it, right? Sir, my mother had a major surgery for cancer in September and doctors have suggested further treatment. That's why I'm deferred my attempt to June because of I'm only child to take care of her. Now I'm hardly getting 8 6. I manage studies. Please now target June. So Gaurav, first thing is my question is, have you paid exam fees? Okay. Gaurav, if you have paid exam fees, today is the last date to pay exam fees along with the fine. If you have already paid, good. If you're not paid exam fees, you can study for June. For anybody else who has paid exam fees, please go right in December. You'll get the practice. Even if you have not studied, you will get a lot of things which will never happen otherwise. Going to exam is also a very good way to prepare. If you have some family situation like this. Otherwise, Gaurav, family is always first. Please take care. Please do take care. And then you can come back to studies. Whatever help you need, you can let us know. But first, please do take care of family. It's okay 6 months if you're delayed. But if you have paid exam fees, even if you don't study, please go write the exams. I attempted June but failed because 4 marks in aggregate. Then don't worry, you'll definitely pass next time you write. You just have to focus on presentation. You'll have the knowledge, because if you have missed by 4 marks, that means you have knowledge. You need the presentation skills, which you can concentrate. You can also watch our videos of old students of Excel where we solve their paper. We look at that, we analyze how ICSI given marks for them, how they got 60, 70, 75. Watch those videos also. We'll be releasing it from a few days from now. Okay, every few days we'll release. A lot of students have given us papers, but we'll try to do as many possible. Okay, at least we'll try to do 5 to 7 videos. Watch that. So I'm writing CACT in June and old syllabus. Can I join CACT exam in December in the new syllabus? Yes, you can, Srihari. Definitely you can. Okay. Any other questions? I'm open for any questions. Please do ask the questions. So long ago somewhere here. What is the cost for 75 days program? So please talk to our admission team. I am not the admission in charge. You can talk to them and they'll get back to you how you can write well for December, how you can take coaching program. You can WhatsApp, they'll tell you. Okay. I'm asking about any other questions if you have. Please let me know if you have some other questions. I am ready to take it. Sir, I have completed 2 subjects, CS Executive Group 2, SLCM, SM, but 2 are still pending. How should I cover 2 subjects in remaining month? So Rohan Patil. So the first thing you can do is do the time boxing, do the timetable, right? Study in Pomodoro Technique. These are all simple things. You may feel it is unconnected. If you start doing this, you'll start getting results within a week or 2, right? So this is something you can definitely consider, Rohan. You have enough time. So 70 days, how can you make it 200 days with efficient and productive study? That should be your focus. And we'll also be giving some more videos on YouTube channel for free, where we are going to tell you what all you can do to improve your efficiency. This is a general video on what are the 5 broad steps to do, but we'll tell you more details. Shamant, sir, up till now, I've completed all my video lectures and my BCom is going on, which will get an end of 15th of month. My doubt is whether it is possible to complete revision, and I've given an attempt also. Yes, Shamant, you can. And one more thing, see, please make CS as your top priority. Don't worry about BCom. I'm not saying leave BCom or neglect it, but keep it as second priority, because you're definitely going to pass. That is something which you should really not get worried about. So you can revise very well. It is enough time, more than enough time. It's really good enough time. So last attempt, I got 103 and one module 1, and I want to write both modules in December. So Lakshmi, why do you want to write both modules? I would suggest you to write one module. See, pass, again, I'm telling you, passing, I cannot tell. I'm not an astrologer. You should go to astrologer and show your hand and say, will I pass or fail? I can't tell that. But what I can tell you is going to exam with confidence is enough. Even if you have little doubt, write one module. Don't write 2 modules. Because if you have got 103, writing 2 modules is not going to make you pass suddenly. So my suggestion is write 1 module. Can I clear CS Professional new syllabus group 2, group 3 if I start studying now, and if yes, a small study plan, sir? Jayashri, definitely yes, but I would highly recommend you to please take help from coaching, not only Excel, any coaching, but please take help that is going to shorten your time, because you are saying you're going to start studying now. That is why I'm telling you, it is really going to help when you take coaching, especially recorded classes. You can watch it whenever you want. You can watch it speed, slow. And I'm not telling only about Excel. Any classes, you please do take it. You can clear it in 70 days. If you are able to give time, you have to give minimum 5 to 6 hours every day. Okay. Minimum 5 to 6 hours, then you can. Shri Hari, is that CET valid for 1 year, sir? CACET. See, please understand, Shri Hari, don't waste time. Immediately register for executive. You can switch over later, but don't waste time. If you pass CACET, very next day, you please register for executive. Otherwise, don't even write CACET. Okay, this is my suggestion for students. Anisha Paul. Sir, taking this opportunity for thanking your Excel Academy team for helping me throughout last June attempt for module 1, and I got passed, especially for tax laws, got exemption by watching my YouTube videos. Okay, very good, Anisha, very, very good. We are so happy just by watching YouTube. If you have cleared, imagine students who are already taking the coaching. So they're all getting 70 plus, 80 plus. So happy, and congratulations, Anisha. And thank you for thanking us. Not many people thank. They just take it and they don't even thank. Thank you very much. In any other help, we are always there. Whatever help you need, please let us know. Sir, last June, I wrote module 1 and got 103 without proper study. I'm a degree student. Now I'm able free. I can pass both modules in December. So my suggestion is always 1. And this is my personal suggestion. I'm not saying you should do what I say. It is your decision. Since you asked me, I'm telling you my opinion. Okay. Aditi Sharma, if I start from today, can I complete 80%? You can even complete 100%, Aditi. It is not about 80. You can complete 100%. It is about that efficient study method which you need. That is possible. I want to pass, sir, because paid for 2 modules. I'm able to hard work. So Lakshmi, I don't know, are you taking coaching from somewhere or are you just doing self-study? Please let me know, because I want to see, I don't want to just give you rosy pictures. We never do that in Excel. We always are very honest. We want you to do well. We don't want to give false promise. Correct? Even for students who come to our coaching, we always tell them it is the hard work. We are ready to support you. We're ready to call you. We're ready to give you daily quiz, weekly test, all that we are ready to give you, but you should also work. So I am telling you my honest opinion. So but it is your decision, because see, Lakshmi, you should not write both and fail both. It is better to write one and pass one, right? This is my personal opinion. You don't have to listen to me. Please do what is comfortable, but I have to be honest. I cannot just tell, yes, go right, you'll pass. I don't want to give you false thing. But if you study well, I'm not saying you cannot pass. You can, but it is a tall order. It is a much more challenging thing to do. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. Rohan, sir, my personal question. Now I'm 23 years old. I'm still not connected. Complete say I'm totally confused. Till what age I should try? Say, should I start job first side? Rohan, please understand one thing. There is two things. One is long-term vision and short-term vision. See, CS or any professional course, please understand, is a long-term vision. Whether you're a doctor, lawyer, right, architect, chartered accountant, company secretary, these are all professions where you get benefits in the long term. See, now as a youngster, 23-year-old, you may feel, oh, I should go earn money or something. But you really need money, you need position, status, and you need a lot of respect at the age of 35, 40, 45, 50. And that is possible mainly in a professional course. Or you can do whatever you want, but professional courses guarantee. I'm telling you could be a lawyer, doctor, right? Chartered accountant, company secretary, architect. There are some more, but these are the professions which we all know. These professions are evergreen. Demand will always be there. No matter what happens to economy, whatever, you need people with expert knowledge. A professional is a person with expert knowledge. If you go 100 years ago, farmer is a professional. He knows about farming. It is expert knowledge about that, right? Or it could even be something as small as a blacksmith or a person who makes pottery, potter. Professions. And so today, so those professions always was there. That is, their generation to generation, it was continuing, correct? Even like for people who make gold, silver, it is a family business. Like that today, of course, they are there, but today in the service industry in this world, we have professionals like doctors, like lawyers, like CA, like CS, like architects. These are the professions. Professionals will always be in demand. So Rohan, don't just take some job, because then you can't study, you'll get worried. Even if you're 27, 28, I know as a boy that is too late, you will not take so much time. But I'm just trying to tell you, it is worth it. I'm trying to tell you it is worth it. Because I can tell you my friends who left CS, and I'm in my 30s now. I'm no more in my 20s, correct? And I have my seniors who are much senior to me. They're in their 40s. Or my teachers, they're 45 plus, correct? When I talk to them, they all tell, including me and my friends, the people who did not do CA or CS, means they started and they left or they took a job, they are all struggling today. Means they are having some job. I'm not saying they're jobless, but they're feeling stuck. They're not seeing growth potential. They're not able to earn higher, or they're not getting even, see, respect is very important. You need respect, you need status, you need position. They're not getting it. So please have a long-term vision. This is what I always tell. It is better to have a long-term vision. And I can tell this with experience because now it's been 11 years of Excel and I finished my law in 2009, way back. So I've been working for more than 12, 13 years now. I can tell you after seeing my some of the friends in law, some of the friends in my +2 who had a chance to do CA or CS, but they did not do, or they left in between. They're all struggling today. They're all struggling today. No growth. Or see, they're not, means they're not, I'm not saying that they're in dire straits, but they're not getting that growth potential. So profession is always long term. So think of that and do it. Rohan, this is a very important point. That is why it spoke for a few minutes. Very good. For professional modules, yes. So there are a few more questions. So anybody who wants to take admission for 75 days program, it is a very, very discounted price. Okay. You can get in touch with us. Our admission team is there. Of course, not now. It is late right now. In the morning time, you can just message them in WhatsApp, or today you just message them. They'll call you. They will help you and give you details. Okay. You may be professional. You may be executive, anyone. Okay. So about admissions, about that. But now any other questions, I'm happy to take. Sir, my BCom exams ongoing, not prioritized over CS. As there's restricted words, couldn't mention fully. I've already given group 1 once. Okay, Shamant, I got the picture. Okay. Fine. So just ensure that once your exams is over, you can study. You have enough time. Don't worry. Working and doing CS is slightly tough, sir. How can I manage? How can I, wait, where is the question? Sorry. Where did I think I missed that question? Working and doing CS is tough. How can I manage time and keep me motivated? Any working stress makes me to stop studying, sir. So Shivani, it is completely correct. I mean, first of all, working and studying is something great. So I'm not telling leave your job. Definitely don't leave your job. That is too much of a stretch. There are some students who do that, but that is last option. But before that, you have to do some timetable. You have to have a clear target. It is difficult. I'm not saying it's easy. You should use Pomodoro Technique for studying. You should use different scientific techniques, which we teach in our coaching program. Right? And most importantly, you have to write at least one answer every day. In fact, for students of Ekcel Academy, we have one separate Telegram group, whoever registers for our coaching, where every day they write an answer and every few days I correct it and I give them the suggestions. That is such a useful group that students find that equally as important as coaching classes. So you might not have joined us, but you can still do it. It is not that only if you join us, you can do it. You can still do it by yourself. And that is one thing which will really help you by writing, because at the end of the day, exam is written. So you have to write and practice every day. Here, my family situation and I need to focus on my work, and these reasons unable to clear CS exam, but I strongly feel that if good guidelines, I can do it, able to clear. So Thayan, and then, see, please don't worry about leaving the job. Please don't leave the job. Your family situation demands you to work. Please work, but please do something new. I can show you, just watch our success stories. No, why should I tell you the story now? Just watch Ekcel Academy success stories. You'll be surprised. People who are married and kids, especially one lady, Mahalakshmi, I remember, she's married. She has a kid, right? A kid or kids, I think she has 2 kids. Then she also is working. That is, I was completely shocked when I got to know that she cleared. She's married. So commitments as their children, very difficult, not easy, very difficult, especially for mothers. Then she's working and she passed in CS executive. So if she can do it, Thayanandan or anyone, you can also do it. But it is going in a scientific approach. Whatever is your situation, whatever is your difficulty, you can find 1 or 2 hours a day. You can be innovative in the way you study and keep a long-term perspective. Don't compare yourself with some student who is 20 or 21 years old, who has 100% time to give for CS. If you are working, you have family commitment, stretch it out. It is worth it. Doing CS at any age, any time is worth it, because till the last day of your life, you can work and practice, or you can work in a company. Very simple. Just take a look at a lawyer or a doctor. Till the day they are alive, they are working. Lawyer or doctor, not because for money, because they enjoy it. They enjoy it and they have the expert knowledge. You only tell me, will you go to experienced doctor, or somebody will tell, yesterday I finished MBBS, I'm ready to treat you. Can come, you want operation, I'll come and do operation. Will you go to them? Obviously, you'll go to the most experienced doctor. Correct? This is not just for Tayanandan, it is for everyone. Okay? Professional is always going to be in demand. So please don't look at it only for exam, June, December, June, I'll fail, I'll pass. Look at the long time horizon, your whole perspective changes. Whether it is money, I'm repeating, I know I'm repeating, but it's worth it. Whether it is money, status, respect, position, whatever you want, satisfaction, it is there in a profession. No doubt about it. MBA, GIMBA can never give you that. And it is a lot of insecure and too much money also. You have to spend lakhs and lakhs for all those things. Here, you don't need too much money. Even if you do self-study, even if you go coaching, coaching is also how much in CS, not only Excel, any coaching, it is not much. It is all in thousands, not lakhs. Books you buy, notebook you buy, textbook you buy, everything is in hundreds and thousands. You don't need 10 lakh, 20 lakh like MBA, but you get a career throughout your life. So that is why please be patient. Please have a long-term vision. Don't get disturbed because of 3 years, 5 years I did not clear, because you have other commitments, which is great. You're taking care of family. You're standing on your own feet. That is also great. So have a long-term vision. But if you're a student, other people, if you're in 21, 22, 23, give your entire time and finish it quickly. Right. Okay. So Lakshmi took coaching for module 2. Very good. Sir, can we split theory subjects from practical subject while studying then complete syllabus fast? You can, Imran, but I don't know how much it will help. Okay. Personally, I don't think it will help. But if you want, you can try it. Sir, if possible, do some practical problems videos. It is more helpful for. Okay, that's a very good suggestion. Anisha Paul, that's a very, very good suggestion. Anisha, I would actually request you, if you could message us on the number I'm going to give you, 973-973-3400. Same suggestion. Please message us on WhatsApp if it's possible. It'll really help us. We can work with our team and we can come up with these videos on YouTube for free. Okay, good suggestion. I'm starting which date can I before? If you're starting today both modules, then which date I can do it before my final revision for exam? See, it's difficult to tell that. So Mohammed Imran, it depends. So can you study 8 to 10 hours a day? That is the question. So please message us on WhatsApp. We are going to give you a free document. I told you earlier, right, Mohammed Imran? So that gives you every subject, every chapter, how many hours minimum you need to study. So it is not like if I start today, it is about how many hours, right? End of the day, it is number of hours you need to study every subject, every chapter, right? So that is what you would need. So take that document from us, compare it with your study plan, make your timetable, do it in a planned approach. See, if you're simply going without knowing direction, you'll never reach destination. You should know the plan, you should know the route, you should go it in a very scientific manner, you should plan it, you will get results. Okay. How to understand case law and present in exam. We have actually made some videos, Purvaja, Purvi. You can have a look at it. If you still have any doubts, you can let us know. We'll make some more videos. We have already made videos on YouTube. You can check it out relating to case laws. And you can also see our old question paper, solved papers, all that has these details. Sir, will I am able to do articleship as well as LLB at the same time? Vignesh, that is little difficult because it's not allowed. So if you have some college which gives you attendance, you can, but officially I can't give you that suggestion, but that is how it is. How can I crack exam? Because still I complete only 20% of a CS course. So Sanam, if you actually go back and watch this live session itself, we have a lot of suggestions. You can do that. And I would highly recommend, I'm not telling you only about Excel, but please take coaching. It will help you. You're going to save time. And now because of 75 days program, you will get a lot of discount. You don't have to spend too much, but you will be able to be well prepared. So please don't look at that. Try that. I would highly suggest. Not if Excel is there, but you have other options also. Please do try that. Okay, somebody else is asking. Nidhi Gupta. Yes, Nidhi, you can. But again, you have to do all the things which I'm telling you. You can definitely do well. Thank you. Thank you so much. I will definitely work hard. Okay. I have certified copies of my answer book and I want to know my shortcomings. How can I get your help, sir? Yashashri Arun. You can message us. We'll see what best we can help you. Arun, on WhatsApp, just WhatsApp us. That is the best way to reach us. Thank you so much. Okay. Sir, wait a minute. Can I crack the exam? Okay, I think I read that. I'm preparing for June, both modules. How many subjects should I study in a day? A complete syllabus. Should I get 3 months to revise in 8 subjects? So again, it's difficult to tell like that. You need to look at the number of hours you need, and each subject, your confidence will be different. So I think I can't give a straightforward answer for that. It's difficult because I don't want to simply tell something. It should be useful for you. Okay. My age is 29. Does attempt matter in CS for my good career? No, not at all. See, I'm telling you from that time, as a professional, they look at your knowledge, they look at your expertise, and they look at your overall delivery of the work. I have students who are much elder to me, people are in their 40s, 50s, who have passed exam. They're doing well. So age doesn't matter. It's your knowledge, your confidence, that is what matters. How I study practice subjects CMA and FM because I don't understand anything. Shobit, if you don't understand anything, first you need to get the concepts. Forget about practice. First you need to understand the concept, understand the subject. Last comes practice. So whatever you need to understand the subject, whether it is studying again, taking help from a friend, taking help from teacher, or taking a coaching, taking a book, whatever it is, but do that and understand subject, then comes other things. What is practicing? What's the difference between practice working? Okay, so Chitra Mohan Rao, I'll give you a very simple example. You know a doctor, correct? Doctor can work in a hospital as an employee, or doctor can have his or her own clinic, correct? Own clinic, own nursing home, or even in the house, they can just practice, correct? Same way, a company secretary can work in a company as a corporate CS. We call it as CCS, corporate CS. That is first option. Maximum people are into that. More than 85% company secretaries are in employment who are working in different companies, right from Reliance, Tata, Infosys, all the top companies and even smaller companies. Second option is practice. For example, I'm in practice. So it is like a doctor who has his or her own office and we give services to different companies because the company law tells some documents has to be certified by company secretary in practice. So that is one of the main things. Then some things like secretarial audit, which has to be done by external company secretary. Even if a company has a company secretary, they are not allowed to do it, because if you read the sections 203, 4 and 5 of Companies Act, you'll get the clear picture about it. It has to be external person, right? Like that, there are many things which has to be certified by a CS who is independent and outside the company. So that is what a practicing CS does. It could be as simple as incorporation of company. It should be like updating secretarial records of the company, that is retainership, right? It could be closing company, certifying documents, doing secretarial audit, giving certificates under FEMA, giving certificates under RBI bank due diligence certificate. There are so many things, creating charges. So this is what a practicing CS does. Around 15% of all company secretaries in India are in practice. It is around 11,000 people. And in employment, it is around 30 to 40,000 people are there. So this is the difference. Simple example is doctor, as I told you. I hope you understood. But in doctor, no, doctor can also go to hospital and also do private practice. But in CS, you can't. You should do any one. You can leave your job and come to practice, or you can leave your practice and go to job, but you cannot do both together. You can only do one at a time. You can shift practice, but nobody does like that shifting. What they do is either they work in company, then after some years they come to practice, or they're practicing and they get some job, they go there. But nobody does both together, or nobody keeps changing. So Chitra Mohan Rao, I hope that was useful. So how many subjects in a day? Usually I always suggest 2. And this is what has given success to our students. 2 is very good. More than that, it is, it depends each student comfort. There's no rule, but we am suggesting 2. There are students who study 4 subjects a day and they're very happy with it. So it depends on your comfort, but 2 is what 95% people studies 2 subjects. Chitra Mohan Rao, I hope you understood. Great. Any other questions? GRMC and drafting, please guide. So if you tell us what you want in the guidance, we can tell you. So one more thing, what you can do is, if anybody here wants to understand how this Excel Academy classes are, you can take a free trial. You can take a free trial and you can WhatsApp us and say, I want a free trial. I want to see the classes, whether it is professional or executive. And in GRMC drafting, you can have a look at the free trial classes. Then if you are comfortable with it, you can join. Otherwise, there's no harm. So you can do that. So you can get some guidance over there. NRJ. I don't have your name fully, but yes. So Chitra Mohan Rao, I am not in the admission team. You can WhatsApp us. We can help you with the admission process. Okay. You can just WhatsApp us and we'll help you with it properly. All right. Great. Wonderful. So happy to see all of you live. There are some more questions here. Everything about how do I join 75 days program, etc. So for all of you, what I can say is just WhatsApp us and they'll get back to you. And that is the best way. श्रेया सिंह, कंपनी लॉ के लिए बताइए कैसे पढ़े. सो कंपनी लॉ के लिए पहले आपको एक बेयर एक्ट चाहिए. कंपनीज एक्ट 2013 का बेयर एक्ट, वो जरूरी है, कंपलसरी है. उसके साथ आपको ICSA स्टडी मटेरियल इज वेरी गुड. ICSA स्टडी मटेरियल और बेयर एक्ट दोनों बुक्स आपको चाहिए. और दूसरा बात है कि हर चैप्टर के बाद आपको लिखना है, एटलीस्ट 4 से 5 आंसर्स आपको लिखना है. और वो आंसर्स लिखकर गाइडलाइन आंसर या कोई और टेक्स्ट बुक के साथ आपको कंपेयर करना है. कंपेयर करने के बाद आप दूसरा चैप्टर जाना चाहिए. ठीक है, वो सिंपल है और बहुत कुछ है, पर 1 या 2 मिनट में बताने के लिए कंपनी लॉ ऐसे पढ़ सकते हैं आप. ठीक है. श्रेया सिंह, अगर और कोई क्वेश्चंस है आप पूछ सकते हैं. श्रेया. And given attempts module on, I've made timetable for 4 subjects and will it be effective? So Purvaja Purvi, will it be effective or not? It's difficult to tell, but in general, people study 2 subjects a day. This is what is most realistic. But if you see effective or not is how you make it, right? You have to do it for a week, see what happens, then relook at it. So how to improve interpretation? So you have to look at the Bare Act, you have to look at the case law questions. Multiple times if you look at the case law questions, multiple times you look at the Bare Act, you will be able to interpret even if you are doing self-study. But generally, it's very simple. See, self-study takes more time. And if you take coaching, your time gets reduced because there is a whole team who is helping you. If you do self-study, you can do it, but it will take more time. If you want to save time, coaching can help you. And in our case, we can also give you personal mentorship. Great. Wonderful. Fine. So we'll close the session now. Thank you all for joining. It was a very good session. It was much longer than I thought. And all the best to you. And if you still have any questions, you can let us know. And please do WhatsApp us. We'll give you that free document about how many hours to study for every chapter. And any other free resources, go to excelacademy.com or download our Android app. You have some free courses. And you can also join our classes if you require for 75 days program, and that is going to be at a discount. You can talk to our admissions team if you're interested. But most importantly, follow us on YouTube. We are going to have many more free videos and free resources to help you for your December exam. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Thank you all for joining us live on YouTube. Thank you.